These are the tales and ramblings of two men, their dream of running a successful food truck business and life. We invite you along to join Josh and Skippy on this journey. This is Monday.
Powered by Riverside FM.
That's not the right one. That's not the right one.
Powered by Riverside.
Hi, Skippy.
Welcome to the We Shouldn't Do This on Any Other Time Other Than 9 a.m. show. Glad to see you got most of that in your mouth. Wow, we're big timing. Is that from all our traffic in India?
Yeah. The Indians put that together for us. Welcome, nobody, because no one's listening and watching. So awesome.
It's okay.
Glad to have you here.
They'll come around.
Yeah, whatever. I don't believe it.
I don't either. They prefer 9 o'clock as well.
Yeah.
My knee hurts.
Okay.
Just saying. Just saying.
My foot hurts.
Yeah? Let's talk about your foot.
All right. So,
Chris, get a little angry with you and you had to kick him?
no, on a day of the week, I was getting some stock out of the back of the truck after I went to GFS.
Hmm.
And I turned with a box, and behind me, a case of beans slid out of the truck. On the bright side, my Achilles broke the fall.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah, I didn't feel great. There's
No.
a significant chunk of my heel
Ow.
that is no longer there.
Oh. Well, in my case, we have both now been attacked by beans. Because I was holding a half pan of green beans. So,
Yeah. Fuck the beans.
yeah, beans are nasty.
The only thing they're good for is flicking.
Flicking the bean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway.
How was your week? Anything new, exciting happening?
Yeah, I had surgery. Had surgery Wednesday.
Awesome. Cool.
No, not really.
No, not cool. Okay, sorry
No.
about that.
My the nurse when I was waking up was saying that my brain was not telling everybody that I need to breathe. What are you doing?
Phone notification.
Oh. Yes, I wouldn't. My brain would not connect to my lungs to tell them to breathe, so my pulse ox was pretty low. Yeah, glad to see you got most of that in your mouth. For anybody who's not watching, this is a great show so far.
Okay, it is dinner time. I've been behind all day. I've gotten nothing done. This is the first time I've sat down that has not been in a vehicle.
Did you light the smoker?
Dude, yes. The smoker has been lit, has not been lit for the last 7 days.
I'm just saying, you said that you haven't done it, or you've been behind all day. One of the things you do today is light the smoker. So,
Because I had a 4-hour round trip to Ypsilanti to do catering.
oh, well, yeah. What was an Ipsy? Etna?
Huron Ophthalmology.
Oh, cool. Could have stopped by and said hi on your way back. Gosh.
I could have. I've been behind
God.
because I also, in the last 4 days, have misplaced a set of keys. That set of keys has my storage unit keys on it that I realized this morning.
Ooh.
So the other key, Chris has up by Newego.
Ooh.
So after looking everywhere while trying to still do work, the time had come because I did not have enough rub to do meat for tomorrow. I went out and got a really nice drill bit and drilled out the keyhole. Popped right open. Master locks. Not probably the best commercial, and I probably should have videoed it.
They had the master opening.
It took me 30 seconds.
You probably could have just hit it with a hammer and been fine with it too, but
I didn't want to damage the door.
yeah, probably get in trouble for that.
Probably. Because there's a camera at the end of the lane that's pointed right at me as I have both a sawzall and a drill. No one showed
A pair of bolt cutters comes in pretty heavy, handy too.
I know, but it's in a really tight spot.
Yeah.
And I didn't have bolt cutters. A drill bit was a whole lot cheaper than a pair of bolt cutters. So, anyways.
All right. So, so our last episode, I had said that I was having surgery Wednesday.
God, this. Jesus.
Go ahead and just eat.
I will.
Make sure you get it all in your mouth. Had surgery Wednesday. It was about an hour and a half, 2 hours ish. They shot me full of pain meds. And what it made me shot me full was it kind of scared me how much they had to give me. Because they gave me what's called a femoral block, where they put this like nerve block in my leg. And it only numbed the back of my leg. It didn't numb anything else.
Is that why you were high enough to wish your handsome self a happy birthday?
That was my wife. Birthday was yesterday. That was my lovely wife.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. Anyway, so they put me full of 300 milligrams of fentanyl and 5 milligrams of what's called roxicodone, which is, I guess, Dilaudid. That stuff's like a wave that just flows right over you. It was kind of neat. But then they gave me all that, and I wouldn't breathe, so they kept having to tell me to breathe.
Downfalls of drugs, but
So, other than that, everything's. Sounds like a receipt printer. Is that what that is? Okay.
I had a whole bunch of likes and comments all of a sudden on our TikTok video from yesterday.
Good. I have taken.
We have a fuck button on our POS.
I saw that.
We left it there. We're staying. It's kids.
Why not? So about this, I've taken to TikTok. You have it all over your beard now.
I know.
Okay,
I don't
good.
need you to point it out. I can see.
No, I love it though. I love it. So I've taken to TikTok. I've been doing easy chair confessions.
Speaking of
with Skippy.
welcome Tiffany and Spring Valley Run Staples.
Oh, hey guys.
Clean my queso off.
Yeah, because now you got fans watching you.
That's what they pay for.
Yeah. That's how he is in the trailer too, folks, just so you know.
Yes. Easy.
Very cheesy. So we can probably get into this. We'll get into this later after your week. So how was your week? So mine's pretty much done. I had a birthday yesterday, and that was pretty much it.
Okay.
I've got nothing. I've got nothing for like 4 weeks. So this is going to be Skippy time's boring time.
Well, I was hoping that maybe you would prepare something for the show that we could discuss.
Oh, I mean, I have numbers.
You have
We talked
all
about
this
numbers.
time, maybe some topics we could go over. You know,
I have a topic to go over. We'll just wait until after your week.
top 10 pitfalls of food trucks in their first 5 years. You know, that kind of stuff.
I haven't. Once I make 5 years, then I'll go through those pitfalls. You can go through them, currently.
No, I'm sure there's fucking articles out there.
Oh yeah.
Do some fucking research.
Yeah.
Prepare for a show for once.
I think I'm more prepared than you are half the time.
Well, if
You-
I didn't work as much as you didn't. I would.
Wow. Here we go, folks. Here we go. Yeah. You work twice as hard and don't make twice as much, so I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, so What
I'm fine with that.
what's going on? How's your week?
My week was fantastic.
That's awesome. I'm so glad.
You know, we
I really only want to talk about Dowagiac and why you didn't compete. Because you should have.
um,
Because you had people. Should have competed. Just throw in some ribs and chicken. You'd been fine. Sorry. Had to get that out of the way. Anyway, how was your week?
my week was okay.
You said
roadside-
excellent, so now you're okay.
Roadside was a little slow Tuesday. But other than that, yeah, we had a good night Wednesday. We had a private lunch on Thursday. I got talked into doing a not a car show, but a car meet, like a meetup, car dudes,
Mm-hmm.
um, where they've been having about 50 people show up. There was 12.
Mm-hmm.
12. Hey, but they all bought food. All 12 of them. So yeah, it is what it is. We had a really good lunch event though, so whatever. Which is the only reason I agreed to do it because I wasn't 100% sold on it. So when we can offset some of the risk with a really good lunch spot, just to kind of see how something is, we don't have to worry about a dead lunch and a dead dinner. I'm okay with it. And yeah, we did Dowagiac Summerfest Friday, Saturday. And no, I did not compete and had no desire to because I'm there to vend food. I wouldn't have been able to give 100% of my attention to the competition. And if I can't do that, then I don't want to do it. So, and I don't have room to do both. I don't want to try to make room to do both in my trailer.
That's fine.
I
I
don't use the same stuff that I use for our day-to-day stuff. I don't use the same racks. I have different physical items to use when I do competitions.
completely understand.
So we focused on making money.
Absolutely.
Fair. And yeah, we did right about just over 5 between 2 days. So not bad. We may go back if we don't get into something that's the same weekend as Upheaval next year. If we don't get into Upheaval again, we'll probably head back. But then Nuevo was a ghost town yesterday.
Ooh.
Tumbleweeds are rolling down the road.
So you'd like to do upheaval and just didn't get into it this year?
Welcome. I used toilet paper emoji to wipe my ass.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, it was Gus Macker was going on.
Oh yeah.
And they had 340 teams, which was a record for them. Welcome hockey stick love heart emoji. Weird shit. Weird people listening right now. That's what I did.
I can't do it very well.
It's because you have little hands.
I do. Gentle.
So yeah, it's yeah. So other than Sunday really, it was a pretty good solid week. We are still kind of on pace to break last July's record July, so
I'm not.
I'm pretty comfortable with having another up month.
Especially for July.
Yeah, it's been a good month outside of just a couple days that we've had that have been slow. Other than that, we've done a pretty good job with finding events and locations that have been solid for us. So I think in the 15 days we've been open, we've been over 2,000 for 10 of them or something like that.
It's awesome.
And last year we only had 5 days that were above 1,900, and only 2 that were above 2,000. So for July, so definitely trending in the right direction. And then yeah, we did a catering gig today for a client who found us. he does sales for like medical sales, but for eye stuff. So one of his clients was in Huron. He was just looking to do something nice for them, and I told him I had nothing available. But he was okay with Monday and being charged a little extra for it. So, you know, it was, yeah, I'm tired.
Yeah, not a big fan of.
A lot of days in a row. Yeah, yeah. Angie and the kids are over on the east side of the state this week, at a cabin at Spider Lake. It would be nice to take that week off. I don't
Sure, it would.
We are not quite there yet, so it's that morning shift that is the big conundrum. So yeah, other than that, we'll get there though. All signs pointing positively, so we'll see what we see for the rest of the year and keep banking money, and hopefully we don't have any more unexpected expenditures for the rest of the year. So, yeah.
I mean, that's the whole.
And I don't know that I'm working twice as hard as you. The truck is open twice as much as yours is, but I'm
Yeah.
only on it for 2.5 days past 8 o'clock in the morning most weeks.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I guess if you count Friday, Saturday, and kind of Sunday, and then today. And then tomorrow I'm gonna go solo again for Tuesday. So I'll have like 5 days straight on the truck that I'm working service, which is the most that I have spent in a long time. So
You're tired?
yeah, it's been a trying last 7 days, but we made it to our 5 year. On Friday was our anniversary, so 7/19/19 was the first day we were open in my old front yard.
Congratulations.
We have bested the 5 year odds, so somewhere between 50 and 60% of food trucks close in the first 5 years.
See, you did do some work. You did do some research.
I've known that stat for a long time.
Oh.
80% of restaurants close in the first 5 years. Food trucks are better than restaurants, but
We are.
yeah, I've had that stat in the back of my head since day one. 5 years was a pretty important little notch to hit, in my opinion. So we made it.
Woo!
All
Congratulations.
Smooth sailing from here.
Don't you have a button for an applause?
Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. None of the other buttons have really worked well.
You played it before. Everybody, let's give it a hand for Josh and 5 years of being open. And okay. Okay.
Welcome, Lobo Seductor 503.
Jesus H.
I love TikTok usernames. It is some of my favorite shit. Yeah, so 5 years in, all is good. Lobo Seductor 503 has left. Oh, well.
I didn't like you that much.
I know. I get that. I understand. So yeah, that was the week. This week we have a very full, mostly roadside week, which is
I don't.
the most normal. The most normal are our schedule has looked in, I don't know, 3 months, where we have lunch and dinner every day that we're open. The only thing we have that is not a public event is Friday in the morning. We have a Hudsonville football team's golf outing that we're providing food for, and also playing in the golf event. So yeah, it's
We have rain right now.
yeah, it's a possibility for the next few days. They said scattered stuff, nothing super organized, but yeah, as we float through these warm and cold fronts wandering through. Yeah.
So over this past weekend was going to be probably one of my biggest festivals of the year, and I was watching the watching the videos of people that were there, and just noticing the tens of thousands of people that were there, and how well it looked like people were doing. And I just was sitting here just thinking, yep, next year.
Unless you get hurt again.
Yeah, we have at least had plans for next year. So
You have plans for what? To go?
no, we have plans for if I were to get hurt again. We'll have people on full-time staff come October.
What? Come October, that's the end of the season.
I know.
Why would you hire someone in October just to lay them off for the winter?
Who says we'll lay them off for the winter? Nothing has been. No contracts have been signed yet. But I also didn't realize. What?
I dropped my chip in the queso.
Oh, do we get some?
It's all cheese.
It's the best part of it. It's a good queso.
Yeah.
Mexican
That's great
restaurant.
queso. Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. So I didn't realize how my topic for the day is. I didn't realize how hard this would be on my mental state. You realize that you make decisions based off of what you think you can do or can't do, and but as a part of being not just a food truck owner but a business owner, you have to live with your decisions. And so, could I have found somebody to pull the trailer down there? Yes. Could I have found people to work it? Probably. Did I not want to take the chance that I'd hurt myself again? Yes. But
And I completely understand not wanting to hurt yourself again or worse.
so as of
Has the search started?
no, nothing's changed as far as that goes.
Okay.
I'm taking 4 weeks off. So middle of August, I should have enough range of motion where I can drive.
Okay.
According to everything I've read so far, I don't have a follow-up appointment until the 31st. So
at what point in time are you going to start interviewing?
When and if contracts get signed. Put it that way. Then I'll have plenty of time to train. And exactly, tell him he wants his queso too. Little baby baked potatoes with legs. So I started taking to TikTok and figured I'm a lurker, so why not be a poster? So I've started with Easy Chair Confessions with Skippy.
Yep.
Just kind of telling everybody how my recovery is going and my trials and tribulations, milestones.
Are you sending those via chat to me?
No. Why?
Okay. Because they're coming through. I'm getting notified that Skippy has sent me a video, and it's your video.
Well, no, because we're friends. I think you get notified when I upload videos. I get notified when you upload videos.
Okay.
Because I'm a follower. I'm trying to get you to beat Nick.
You're trying to get me to Nick?
Beat
Oh.
Nick.
Beat Nick.
Yeah.
I am no beat Nick.
You're true. No Nick Hands.
We're up to 211.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Research.
mindset's been playing a big issue with me lately.
Yeah.
But other than that, just want to make sure that I don't re-hurt myself because I can't afford that. But anyway,
Your mindset that you're having right now is my mindset. Every day, no matter how good it's going, no matter how bad it's going, all that is in my head 24/7.
what? That you can't hurt yourself?
Nope. Well, that too. But every decision I've ever made is
Oh.
made over and over and over again.
I'm not saying every decision I've ever made, just about being off.
I know,
Just about,
but I'm saying for me, what you're experiencing,
yeah.
welcome to my anxiety 24/7 in relation to the food truck.
I mean, my easy chair is right next to my window, and I catch myself sometimes just staring out the window. Like, can I like sleep through the next 2 weeks to get to my next doctor's appointment so he can tell me what's going on and what I need to do? And I said in one of my videos that I'm hoping that my years of soccer and my years of football have strengthened my leg muscles up enough that I can recover faster than some people that I've seen online. And
That only works if you're still playing, though.
I still play.
Yeah.
I play soccer, indoor soccer.
Yeah.
Every once in a while. As of like a year ago, I played.
Oh, okay. You know, there's atrophy, right? Like if you don't use it, you lose it, type of thing.
I completely understand.
The muscle strengthen. Okay. I think you'll do fine. I think you'll be back to. Your normal
I can
speed.
I can still move my muscles, but just still I have a large bandage over the incision because the incision's not stitch based; it's glue.
Mhm.
But according to my discharge instructions, I'm supposed to like tighten my muscles like every couple hours
Mhm.
just to keep the feeling going. And there are times that I can feel that where that tendon is, because it'll be like, ooh, that's a muscle. Oh, let's stay away from that one for a second. No, is that milk?
No. It's
Oh.
just water with some electrolytes in it. Out of I believe that is a Punisher shaker.
Gotcha. Reuse them if you can.
Dude, I've got so many.
I know.
Yeah, if I could find good shakers that had, like, I like the little ones that have the handles.
Yeah.
You can get
Dredges.
all of them that I find around here, or even on Amazon, they don't come with lids.
I'll send you a link.
Okay. Yeah, just like the little plastic lid just to fit over the top
Yep.
of it. Yeah. Unless they do and they just don't.
Oh, are you talking about like a lid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just it goes over the top. Yeah, just so.
without holes in it?
Yes.
Oh, that's what a piece of saran wrap's for. Just saying.
Get something a little more secure, please. Don't.
As long as you put the other lid on top of it.
I don't think we're asking for a whole lot here. Just
Hey,
something
actually, I
that-
came up with $1 million idea. Should I tell you? No, let me tell you.
I mean, yeah, go ahead and tell the world.
So
Welcome
when
whoever's listening.
when we sell out of something,
Mhm.
we'll take a piece of masking tape and just cross it out on our menu. Custom tape that's like you can rip it off and it says sold out on it. So you can just put the tape over it and it says sold out, has a white background or something like that.
Yeah.
But nothing that I've seen other than you drawing it yourself is because it's got to be masking tape. It can't be any other tape. I know what you do with yours, but it's if you can just find sold out masking tape without drawing it yourself, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Custom made masking tapes.
Absolutely. I think it's a great idea. I don't know if it's $1 million idea.
Well, it might cost $1 million to do it, so it's definitely $1 million idea.
I found tape that just says sold.
Yeah, but it's like Scotch tape or something, or it's like clear tape.
What's flagging tagging tape? It has a red background on it.
Yeah,
It's red tape.
it's probably plastic though.
What's wrong with that?
It leaves residue. I can confirm that. So our friend Chad, I gave him 3 events. One was a catering, one was a food truck rally, and the other one was a half catering, half sales event.
Okay.
And I feel bad of one of them that I gave him because I guess it turned out to be a shithole. But he cleaned up on he between those 3 events he did, I don't know, almost $6,000. So I hope it was worth the travel for him.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be. Yeah, it's weird when you do food truck rallies that you've done in the past, and like this is the 3rd year. The first year was just balls to the wall. I mean, they were turning car. It was at our local fairgrounds. They were turning cars away because there were so many cars there. The second year wasn't as. It did the same amount of sales, but over a longer period of time. And this year, I guess everybody, like, there was nobody there. And it's put on by 2 interns with the Parks Department, but they don't leave each other any notes on how they got a ton of people. And from what I understand, is one of the girls that took over this one loves handing out flyers.
Hello, Angel Girl.
Hi, Angel Girl, GURL.
No, I.
So she likes to hand out flyers, and we're thinking the handing out of flyers probably didn't
Didn't hurt.
probably didn't help. Didn't see any electronic marketing to this thing whatsoever. I mean, there's people from Lansing and Ann Arbor coming to the first one. So,
Well, bummer.
yeah. So he came all the way from Lapeer all the way to Jackson for that, for like $600.
Oof.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But luckily, the catering for $1,200 earlier in the day was better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, because of him, I had to put numbers together.
Not catering for 1,200 people. Catering.
No,
was
$1,200.
Just wanted to clarify for everybody else. I was like, catering for
So,
1,200.
Should we do numbers today or should we wait till Monday?
Next Monday, you mean?
Yeah, when we're at
You
normal
can do
times.
you can do yours. I don't know that I don't have anything for concrete numbers. I did not have time.
We can do them next week. It's fine. I mean,
You can do yours now. It's fine. I'm sure
Okay.
we have other things to talk about,
well,
and this will give us plenty of time to pick apart your numbers.
I mean, we don't necessarily need to pick apart my numbers. Just okay.
I mean,
We
just
don't.
to ask questions. And
I mean-
be inquisitive. It would be nice if we had some people listening live so we could answer their questions, but
But we do not because they're all out making money. Hopefully.
I doubt it.
Okay.
It's
Well.
not just food truck people that listen to our show, believe it or not.
Oh boy.
So let's go, Skippy. What do we got?
Please hold.
Okay. Let me
Oops.
get the tip.
Okay. So total sales numbers. Total sales.
Mhm.
128. Call it one. We'll round up 129 because it's over 5. So 129.
I'm getting close to doubling you up.
I've taken 4 weeks off, asshole. Anyway, so such a dick. Just the absolute. Yeah, choke on it.
I mean, you did also work all winter.
Yeah, this has winter numbers, but they're not. It's like half a month. I worked like 5 weekends. Anyway, so we want to go through each individual number or everything that is on my. What do you want?
Let's have the P&L, man.
So start with P&L as a whole, then break it out. So total
I
of
can't see your sheet, so I don't know what you have on it. So I'm kind of dependent on you here.
Yeah. Well, the good thing about the Square bank account is it actually puts everything into a P&L category for me. So let's start with inventory. So inventory is basically every grocery store that I've been to that I use my card at.
Okay.
So in inventory alone, since January 1st, I've spent almost, call it 35.6.
So what's your percentage?
That percentage, I have to write now. I got to write shit down. Please hold. It's okay.
Well, it's just a lot easier for everybody to.
I get it. I
give
get it.
percentages.
I completely
So
understand.
when we're talking food cost, you want to.
I completely understand.
So this is basically your food cost here.
Yes. So inventory, 35.6.
But yeah, I guess we'll go with a loose food cost number.
Well, it's a high side food cost number because because that has that'll have
Your
paper goods.
disposables,
Yeah, disposables too. Which, when you do your food cost, you can really put that in there. I think we did that anyway. So, So I write that number down too. 4. Okay. So I already had a number in my calculator I had to use. So at 128. 8. Damn it. I regurgitate high school.
You forgot how to do percentages?
27.6.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's a good number. Look at you go, buddy. Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Why do you look happy? Why do you look angry?
No, it's not angry. It's just it's a good number to be at.
Mm-hmm.
It's about a third, a little over a third, or a little over half of what I've spent for the year total.
Yeah.
Based off all my write-offs or all my categories.
Right.
So
I would expect that to be the case for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't have payroll, so I don't have payroll in here. But other than that,
You
that's
haven't paid anybody yet?
not anything that I can.
On payroll, but you paid people under the table.
Yeah, I've paid people.
You still got to count it though when you're doing this kind of unofficial
Yeah.
numbers. We're not sending these to the IRS. It's okay. They're
Yeah.
probably not watching.
Never know.
And you can pay people under the table. It's their responsibility to claim it.
True. We don't really have to send a W-9 to the IRS unless they've made over a certain amount of money.
You can just do a 1099 to them.
Oh,
That's what I did with Chris the first year when I was paying him cash.
isn't that against the law? No.
Square let me do it as so it's Square's payroll. I could do him as a contractor with a daily rate, and then I just had to put in how many days he worked to do the 1099 at the end of the year.
Please hold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fucking dogs. Oh.
Please don't do that.
You have to make sure nobody was in my driveway, guy.
Help! I fallen and I can't get up.
No, the walking on it's okay. It's the sitting down, going to the bathroom with a straight leg really sucks, to be honest with you. Sitting down with a straight leg.
Yeah, I had a visual in my head. It was pretty.
Yeah.
And a little disturbing. You need more fiber. You're pushing too hard.
It's not about pushing, but it's just about the fact that it's there and I have short fucking legs. You realize how out of shape you are when your leg is 100% straight, but the back of your leg is what's burning because it's just stretched 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm happy with 27%. I wanted to be under 30, so I'm happy with that. And if I really wanted to say that, I'm probably closer to 30 because I think there's a couple other things that are in other categories that should be in this one, but not overly amount of difference.
So do you get stuff at Meyer?
Yes.
Do you use M Perks?
No, I should, but I don't shop at Meyer enough to do MPerks. I get like one ingredient from there.
Don't you do personal shopping though?
My wife does. She has MPerks.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to
Sorry.
ask you if you applied your M Perks, but so GFS though, you go to GFS.
Yes.
Do you use
I
their points?
finally for the first time got $1,000 check.
Oh, so you're saving your points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did.
That was gonna be my other question. If you so, and if Pam was on, maybe she could answer this for us. So, what is the amount you're supposed to claim? So when I apply my points to my GFS bill,
Mm-hmm.
it just takes it off, and I have a new total.
Correct.
What's the actual cost of the goods?
Cost of goods.
So what number do I
Oh.
report as cost of goods sold? Is it the new number, or is it the original number pre-discount, pre-points?
It'd be the original. I believe it'd be the original pre because it's a store trying to get it's a store discount, not a product discount.
Okay.
So I'd go with
That's what I thought. It's more of a rebate than it is a discount.
correct.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to claim rebates.
That's what I was thinking too. So
Not-
for you-
It's
so
not
it-
income.
I guess it doesn't matter for you then because of your. Excuse me.
I just did it to see if I could. It took
Yeah.
me 2.5 years to
But so
finally get $1,000 check.
So if you were using your points though, then Square wouldn't even notice that. It would only
Correct.
be the new total would be in your Square.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
So that would be a difference. You're right.
Yeah,
Yes.
so, no, I'm not trying to pick. I'm not trying to pick apart your numbers. I'm just. It popped into my head, and I've thought about it before when I'm like entering my spreadsheets and stuff. I
Yeah.
go to the bottom, the paid amount usually.
Yeah.
But just because that's the one on the bottom, and I'm just going through them so quick that I don't look to see if did I use points on this one or anything like that. So, hey, Justin's finally on. Welcome, Justin.
Hi, Justin.
Um,
Who's Justin from again?
Justin Harris.
Oh, Spaghetti Monster.
Yes.
Yeah, he's definitely not working on Monday.
None of us do. He said, "Damn time zones."
Oh, he's in Central probably. Yeah.
Um,
You didn't miss much, bud. Don't worry.
yeah,
Catch
you
up.
didn't miss anything. Yeah. Skippy's going through his numbers though, in case you wanted to know where we're at. I don't know how long I just caught that you were on. So,
My trials and tribulations of my life.
yeah, Skippy's running about 27-ish%
Get.
for food currently. Food and disposables. No labor to speak of.
No labor. My other biggest one.
Jesus Christ, dog. I'm gonna read
Um,
the wild.
The Wild would pay you to take him back. $2,700 for meals. $3,500 for professional services, which is like any computer things, any type of insurance, any healthcare. That's all under like professional services category.
How about fuel?
$6,700 or $6,073.99.
So about what, 5%?
They would take $1,500 for utilities, which is basically I have our garbage pickup underneath that.
How many cans are you using?
4.
Yeah.
Had to get a fourth. $627 in repairs. $482.
Is that all your brackets and stuff for the smoker?
Well, that's when I had to do new brakes, oil changes, anything like that.
Okay.
$482 in rent/lease. That's my storage unit.
Okay.
$300.
Are you utilizing a storage unit now?
I've been, yeah. Just a small one. Just for all my catering equipment, like my stainless steel stuff.
So super small.
Yeah, 5x10.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But
That thing
but I
up
made the
in the
mistake. I was
corner.
going to put all my sauce in there, but I made it because I made the mistake of getting climate controlled. That's why it's like
Oh.
$93 a month.
Yeah, you don't need climate control, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, get that thing out, get out of there, and get into a 10x20, and yeah, you start getting some.
$177 for marketing.
That's it.
Hmm. Yeah, I haven't paid for. I always forget to do Facebook ads. I just haven't.
How?
I haven't really done too many of them.
Okay.
So that's pretty much where I am. It's a total of 61.5 has been spent out so far.
Hold on, I gotta take care of this real quick. Yeah, I had my kid, not my kid, but the kid on the truck, Caleb, was potentially going to have to testify in court tomorrow,
Oh,
but he wasn't going to know until today. So I had taken him off the schedule, which was why I was just me in tomorrow. I got to go look now. Let's see. I don't remember if I added him on another day or what. So I got to figure out if he has the room.
just sitting here uncomfortable. Don't mind me.
Oh my God, will you just fucking relax?
I should just sat in my easy chair and use my phone.
There's a whole lot of weird noises going on outside.
It is raining.
We're not in the same spot. I might have to go look. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Is your wife still downstairs in the basement? Maybe she's
in the
clawing her way out. Maybe she's clawing her way out.
Oh my God, will you shut up? She's not even here.
Oh, that's right. You got the whole house to yourself? Wow. That's awesome.
What the fuck? Something went wrong. There was an error loading the schedule. I swear. You
Can I tell you that-
late on the big tech outage?
Can I tell you that food truck operators have egos?
Some do. I'm glad I'm not one of them.
I don't think you have an ego.
I don't think so either.
I don't ever see you
I-
posting anything about having the best food ever.
No, I leave that to our customers.
As do I.
That's why we don't do ads for when we are like best of awards and stuff like that. We post once or twice, and that's pretty much it.
How's our friend Kyle in Holland doing?
I have no
New
idea.
Zealand.
Not
I
sure.
called him when I got that new smoker. He never called me back.
Oh. Punk.
That's what I kind of say.
Yeah, I guess I could add him on. I will take not having to work so hard tomorrow.
Come on in, Caleb. Does he do everything Chris does in the morning, or does he show up?
No, so he'll come in an hour before we open. So pretty much as we get on site and do all the
Does he drive to the site or drive to your house?
drives to the site, depending on where we're at. So if we're far, so like when we go down to Cassopolis, he'll drive to the house and ride down with us. Just doesn't make sense for him to drive down separate. So.
If you have, let me ask you this: if you have somebody that can't do that, so let's say he had something where he couldn't get to your house that early
Mhm.
and wanted to drive by himself,
Fine, he can. I'm not paying him to drive down there.
okay, that's what I was wondering.
If he wants to come to the house and ride down with us, I will pay him for the ride down and back, because he's going to start working earlier than he would normally.
Gotcha.
Is how I see it. So,
Like I have one girl who ride with me anywhere I go. I have another one that prefers to drive herself.
so I guess the way I see it is, if you are in the company vehicle, you're getting paid. You're on
Did you see?
time at that point. So,
Did you see Num Num's recent post about problems?
you know,
He's got what, 3? He's got like one food truck, and I think he's got 3 trailers, and 2 tow vehicles have blown engines,
Oof.
and I think the third one has a blown transmission.
awesome.
Yeah, that's like not good.
Oof.
And he says he wouldn't call them high mileage cars.
Fords.
No, Chevys.
It's Friday, Chevys.
Damn, I'm looking at his schedule. I just don't know how he does it. Jeez, Pete's.
Patty Matters has 4 events in one day this coming up week.
Ugh.
Lunch and dinner twice for both her trucks. Lunch and dinner for each of her trucks. I can't wait to get there. I'm very much looking forward to it. Because that means I get to hire more people.
So you hire people? Do you train them to
Now we
drive?
kind of figure it out.
I wasn't done yet.
Well, you're talking so slow.
That's
You
how
got a
I
weird
talk.
Cadence. You got a weird cadence today.
I'll deal with it.
No, Justin left us. He's
Do-
had enough.
Do you train them to pull a trailer? Or will you train them to pull a trailer? Let's do that.
Will I train them to pull a trailer?
Correct.
I mean, I did that with Chris. Chris had never pulled a trailer in his life before.
Okay.
There's not really anything to know. I mean,
you're pulling a 30-foot trailer. It's kind of intimidating. You don't think so?
I think it's more how do you train somebody not to be intimidated?
Get him behind the wheel.
Exactly. That's all you can do. It's not like I think I vaguely remember taking Chris to a parking lot. We drove around a parking lot so he could get a feel for it, and then we were off.
I say that because Num Num, I asked him, they just put people in the truck and tell them to go. I've seen some of his people freaking back up a trailer, and it's like scares me.
Some people just can't do it. We have barbecue friends that can't do it. Mike Terry.
How
Yeah.
dare you throw his name out there? It is funny to watch him do it, though.
Yeah.
Or was funny.
Justin switched over to YouTube.
Oh,
He said, some do for sure in regards to egos. He got gold in 2 categories today from a best of. Posted
congratulations.
Posted something today, but that's probably all I will post about it. He said he's still here. Yeah, when we got Best of the West for food truck a couple years ago now, they sent us a little window cling, and it's in our window. It still is. But other than that, I mean, I've got the major reward certificate in a frame on the wall, but they sent it in a frame. I don't know if I would have gone out and bought a frame for it. They probably would have just been a thumbtack in the wall above, yeah, they're nice to have, and it's nice to kind of throw it out there and people see your name and connected to it, and that's good. But yeah, it's nothing that it's nice to have them. It's nothing that we are looking to get, even though it's done the right way, at least in West Michigan. So where you're not paying for votes type of thing. So, but yeah, back to the whole training. Thank you for the like, Daniel. Training somebody to drive a trailer. I think every time I posted a job, I have posted that comfortability, driving a trailer, pulling a trailer, a plus type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely not going to let anybody fly solo without me being in the vehicle with them first.
Maybe that's where I was getting to.
Yeah, I don't like the way Chris drives or Caleb drives, especially the trailer. Yeah, Steve Coddington. Good morning, Bubba. Or afternoon.
Bubba ain't working on a Monday.
He says from up north. He must be on vacation.
Oh.
Yeah, they both break a little hard. So, a little harder.
So-
than I would like.
So now do you know my, like, that's one of the reasons that I didn't want to hire somebody is I couldn't take them to a parking lot and I couldn't.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but that's not going to be. That's not part of the interview process, right?
No, but it seems like the only time I ever need somebody is if something like this happens.
Steve
Right.
can't hear me. Why can't you hear me, Steve?
Well, he is getting old.
Yeah, I know my microphone's a little low on the TikTok side. I'm gonna guess it was because. I'm just using the microphone. Hold on, let me double check something real quick, everybody. Oops. I had some problems with when I rebooted. Hello, hello, hello.
I hear you.
I know. And that's what matters. And my microphone volume's all the way up. And it is showing that there is sound coming through. Let me check my internal windows. So probably something got screwed up with whatchamacallits. With the patches and everything that happened. I wonder if my microphone got reset for volume.
Probably.
Yeah. Oops. Microphone. Hello, puppy.
It's my dog.
Yeah, I figured.
It's not really my dog. It's the dog we've been watching for a year. Go. Go.
There we go.
Oh, there you are. Whoa. Whatever you did,
Hello.
I hear you now.
Is that better, Bubba? I'm sure it is. Much better.
Anyway,
Hello, everyone.
so hiring somebody that I feel comfortable to drive a trailer, whether I'm in the cab or not.
Right.
That's because I can always send somebody to work the trailer. It's making sure that it gets to where it needs to go in one piece. Wow, I can definitely hear that. Anyway,
I mean, it took Chris a while to be comfortable. And especially backing it back into the driveway. I mean, that was the biggest hurdle,
you haven't
was
seen
reparking it.
you haven't seen my driveway. I still got shaken every day for it. That was going to be part of the thing this year. After this month, was I was going to put in a new driveway that would be easier to back into, and well, that ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of thing is always is the harder thing to get through, and the only thing that's going to make that better is just doing it over and over and over and over again, So now that he's doing it pretty much every day, he's backing in on the first try just about every time, or close to it. Shit, I don't pull in perfectly every time, and that's what I tell him. It's like, I have to start over a couple times because it gets loose on me, or I lose it off to the side or something like that. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is take care of the trailer, take care of the truck. Don't drive it like it's a business vehicle, please. Drive it like your livelihood depends on it. That's kind of what I tell them. Because this thing gets wrecked, we're all out of a job.
Yeah.
So, which I think, kind of drives home the point, of, oh, well, we should probably drive a little more carefully than we maybe do. Not drive like we drive our personal vehicles. I think once people have a good understanding of how the vehicles stop, making turns, and that kind of thing, I think the rest of it's not too different. My trailer pulls extremely well.
Yeah, mine does too.
It travels very well. It travels well at highway speeds. For the most part, it doesn't get squirrely.
Yeah.
You definitely notice it in the wind, and I mean, shit. There's days that I'm white knuckling driving down the highway on a windy day, where I'm fighting wind to stay in my lane, type of thing. And I would expect anyone to be that way. There's been days where it's been like that, and I've driven out to wherever dinner is, and hopped in the truck and drove back instead of having Chris do it, because he's not comfortable. And that if you have somebody that's comfortable saying, I'm not comfortable driving in these conditions, then yeah, it's going to be an inconvenience for you to have to go out and get the trailer.
For sure.
But
I agree with that.
it's not going to happen all the time, hopefully. Yeah, it's something you're going to have to ease into. And that's, yeah, the first day that I didn't go anywhere, like I did the morning stuff, and then the trailer went away. And then it's a long 8 hours before it comes back. It's like checking sales just to make sure that they got somewhere and are open, and not, in a ball of wreckage on the highway, type of thing. So yeah, it's it'll be fine. Everything will be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your biggest hang up, if you're more hung up over that than, them providing the standards that you have set forth and have provided to your customers, then I think you're doing okay.
That is definitely my number one.
Is the vehicle?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because that gets ruined, and
yeah, and then I'm up a creek without a paddle.
I mean, if they're screaming at every other customer and giving them shit ass food, I mean, you can fix that.
Yep. Exactly.
But you can still go out the next day.
Exactly. Just might not go to that spot again. That's all. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I think you're ready. I think.
Yeah, I'm not worried about hiring somebody. I'm not worried. I'm worried about hiring somebody that I can't stay with for at least I would have to stay with them for like a month before I would trust them to drive my truck and trailer somewhere.
But once you get there,
once I get there, then it'll be definitely
man, the freedom is so nice, dude.
I bet it is. But see, one thing last week that I think my mom touched on when she said 2 different business models.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understood what she meant by that. Basically, is your goal is to be off the truck. Your goal is to not have to step on the truck again. And that's not my goal. I want to be on the truck.
Yeah, I mean,
so I think that's where she was coming from with 2 different business models. So like you're talking about freedom. The freedom I definitely see is there, but it's not. I don't have the young kids that you do. That use the family time.
That's nothing to do with it.
Oh.
It's me not having to work 120 hours a week and still be able to grow the business further. It's not that I don't want to be on the truck. I want to see how far we can take this.
True.
I never envisioned one truck. Never thought it would only be one truck. And that was my goal from the start.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't be on 5 trucks. I can't be on one truck and manage 5 trucks.
No, and so you have to have the right people in place. I get that. Right. So it's like having 5 restaurants, 5 managers. Yeah.
So from the point that I started, that was the direction it was going, and that was the business decisions that were made to get on the right track to get there, which is why Chris was on so early. And open a restaurant? Is that what you're talking about, Bubba? I'm guessing you autocorrected or did not autocorrect. You retracted the message. What was I saying? And why
goals.
probably most people would have said that he was grossly overpaid for in relation to the sales that we were doing the first couple of years. And he, I mean, really, I was probably pushing 50% on payroll.
Yeah.
I'm doing 100-hour weeks now, Bubba. 100-hour weeks don't scare me. It's not the greatest thing in the world, but
When do you count your time? You count your time from when you light the smoker, put everything
when
on?
I wake up to when I go to bed, pretty much.
Okay.
Anytime that I'm working, that I'm doing
gotcha.
business-related items, it counts as work.
Yeah. So if you're up at 4 and you go to bed at 9,
I'm on the trailer by 3:30 every morning.
oh, you went backwards.
My alarm goes off at 3:15. I'm on the trailer by 3:30.
Okay.
And that is because of kids scenario. So with Angie now driving to Lansing almost every day to go to work, me trying to make sure that I'm in the house by 6 o'clock. So I'm giving myself a little extra buffer in case, things are running slow in the morning. So I'm getting up 15 minutes early. But for the last couple of years, the alarm's been going off at 3:30, on the trailer by 3:45. It takes me 15 minutes to throw clothes on and walk outside.
And that's if he ever throws clothes on.
So
Have you ever woke up really late and forgot the clothes?
no, I've gone outside in my underwear though before. When I look at my phone and the smoker's at like 180 degrees, I'm like, oh shit.
Cold
Let's go get this taken care of real quick. So right now, in a typical week, I'm still doing 72 hours, 72 to 75 hours. And that's pretty much 3:30 to on the trailer, 3:30 to 8-ish. And then other items, shopping, the days that I do go do service, all the Facebook stuff, all the other marketing stuff we do, the promotional, the Canvas stuff that we're trying to get better at, social media stuff that we're trying to get better at. It's all work. So count the time, Back when it was me and Chris, it was easily 130 hours a week when I was doing all the other stuff plus doing service all day long. So that's the part that I want to get away from. It's not that I don't want to provide food for people and be the one to provide it for them, because I still enjoy it. It's what drives me, but I don't need to be the only person doing it, and I don't need to be the person doing it at all, because I still see the results of the work that is being done. So, and I think that is, without you being offended, I think part of wanting to be the face of the business is a little bit of an ego thing, and that's fine. And you should be proud of it, and you want people to know that it's you that is behind it, And I think that's a perfectly normal thing. And it's not something I crave or do. Yeah, it's nothing I crave anymore. I mean, when Chris used to say it was his truck, just in conversation, like, it bothered me the first year, but we were COVID. There's a lot of other shit going on. Like, I didn't feel like I had ownership of a whole lot in my life at that point in time.
Yeah.
So don't you try to take my fucking truck.
I got one thing. I got a truck and my underwear.
This is all I need. So yeah, I don't want to say I'd never want to step on the truck again. That's never the case. I will always be customer service driven. I just don't need to see it 3 feet away from me. I'm okay observing it from 50 feet.
I get it.
I'm okay being at a food truck festival and being outside the truck and observing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, or, hopping on our cameras inside the trailer and watching things from there. As I'm managing the 100 other things that we got going on, hopefully. So, but at this point, expansion is almost feels like it's being forced on me by our customers. So I'm saying no way too often right now. I could have easily have booked another 100 lunch locations this year. Without a doubt, 100 of them.
And how many of those would have been worthwhile?
Define worthwhile. Where they
worthwhile?
Make money?
Yeah, worthwhile for a lunch, whatever I guess you think your average lunch is.
They don't need to be average lunches. That's different than worthwhile. I don't need to pull $1,000 lunch on a second trailer. 100 lunches at $500 a piece is $50,000.
Which doesn't pay for the trailer.
In a year, okay. I don't need to pay for the trailer in a year.
Yeah, what you just said to me doesn't make a lot of sense. How are your customers are the ones that are forcing you to expand because you're having to turn down lunch opportunities?
I turn down so much stuff, Skippy. It is unreal.
But is it just lunch locations or dinner locations?
It's all kinds of stuff.
Are you turning down catering?
Yes.
Why? You have enough.
I don't, Skippy. I only have so much space to cook stuff. I can't do 2 different 300-person catering jobs at the same time. You want to see how many days I have 2 or 3 weddings going on? I can't do more on these days. I have 3 weddings on the 13th of September.
That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Friday the 13th.
But it's even more. But how many people total between all 3?
I have no idea at this. I don't remember, but
I get it. I think if you wanted to, if you're turning down that many weddings or that many guaranteed money options, you would have found a way to upgrade your equipment in order to be able to do those, because that's guaranteed money. That's not setting up at a lunch somewhere, spending $50,000 for another trailer when you can spend, $10,000 for a new smoker that has a bigger capacity.
I don't need to spend another $50,000 on a trailer. I don't need the same trailer I have now.
I'm okay. 25, 20,
Okay.
10, whatever.
All right.
But no matter what, if you buy another trailer, you're still going to have to upgrade your capacity to cook.
Mm-hmm.
So wouldn't you want to upgrade first, take all the
I
guaranteed
already
money?
have. I'm already doing that this year.
Okay. I guess I don't. If you're turning down so many opportunities, why wouldn't you have done that already?
Because I don't have space.
Okay. Now it's a space thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering, because saying that your customers are forcing you to expand is not the right.
Slow down. You want me to do this mid-season? I wasn't turning down stuff in November.
I'm not saying you were.
I know, but you said, why haven't I done it already? Because it hasn't arisen yet.
Last year, we were talking about you getting another trailer.
Yep.
Okay. You would have had to upgrade your smoker then.
And that was going to be a whole different deal than what we're talking about now. That was going to be a festival trailer where we could do 2 different lines at the same time with 2 different service areas.
Correct.
That is not even close to what this would be. Yeah, I'll pull that thing out for fucking lunches every day and make $500 every lunch. I have no problem doing it. Because I can put one person there doing a $500 lunch for $13 an hour for 3 hours. That's $50. And
but you still
$75 worth of food.
You still have to upgrade your capacity.
I can fit more on the smoker I have. We're not cooking to capacity every day for lunch. Stop moving back and forth.
I'm sorry. I'm trying. My leg is fucking hurting. Okay, so I don't have a. It's supposed to be elevated, and it's not elevated.
Well,
I guess what I'm saying is if you have been turning down this much guaranteed money,
I did, okay. It's turning down everything, Skippy. It's not just guaranteed money. I don't care about guaranteed money as much as you do. I have no problem rolling out for lunches at spots that are a crapshoot.
I don't have a problem doing that either because I've done it.
Well, you're saying it's only if I'm turning down that much guaranteed money. I'm turning down that many opportunities of spots that we know are good.
I'm saying you had mentioned that you were turning down catering.
Yes,
Because
that
you
is
you
also
can-
the thing. I didn't say I was turning down that. The reason I want to expand is because of catering, but we
That
could
would-
also double our catering amount.
Correct. You could double your catering amount without buying another trailer
Okay.
for a lot less money.
Okay.
Why not do that? Why not start with that? Use your catering money to buy a new trailer or another
Why
one.
don't I just buy a new trailer and double the catering? Why can't I do both at the same time?
Because it's more money. You
And
can use one to pay off the other.
or I can just buy both and do it.
You already don't have the space, so then what are you going to do? It's easier to hide another smoker. It's not easy to hide another trailer.
I don't need to hide shit.
No,
because
hide's not the right word. I'm joking. Okay, I'm your. I guess how you said it did not make enough sense to me.
Skippy, we have locations we have done in the past that we are not doing this year. That are not bad locations. Solid, steady locations. $600, $700, $800 lunches every time. We didn't even come close to touching them. I could easily fill another schedule with lunches.
Then why don't you
So
why don't
200
reanalyze? Hold on,
so
why don't you
200
reanalyze your schedule? Sorry, go ahead.
because we don't have slow lunch locations. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. There's nothing I would take off to replace them. Otherwise, I would have already.
Okay, that's where I was getting at. I don't know. You're telling me that you have all these damn good lunch locations that you can't fill. I didn't know if you had ones that weren't because we've talked and you've had ones that have not been that good.
Of course, people have bad days.
Okay,
Every location has a bad day.
as long as they're not all bad days. Okay.
Skippy, would I still be going to them if they were?
I give places 2 times.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Would I still be going to them if we were doing $100 lunches every time?
No,
Okay. There is no room in my schedule, which is why I did a Monday catering today and why I have another one coming up.
good.
There's no room. I can't take stuff off. Do you know how much negotiating I had to do to take the one that you gave me? It was hours of conversation with our lunch location.
You made it sound like it was easier. Sorry.
I moved 3 things to fit in the one thing because I was trying to help you, but apparently you were just trying to help me. And if that was the case, it would go through the trouble. But thank you for the job. I didn't want you to have to cancel something and leave somebody high and dry. Was what I thought you were trying to avoid.
I would never do that anyway. So if it wasn't you, it would have been somebody else. But I trusted you. If you were full, you could have told me you were full.
I did tell you I was full. And you said, can't you just move something? No. There's not a single spot on my calendar where there's an empty spot outside of Mondays.
Damn. Should have had her do it on a Monday.
I would have done it. But I could easily fill 200 more lunch locations. And even if they're all $500, it's still $100,000 in sales.
Could you fill the same amount of dinner locations?
I don't need to.
But you do.
No, I don't. Why do I? Why do I need to fill the dinner locations?
So,
Why
you're
can't I
only
just fill the
gonna,
lunch?
so now you're only going to have a trailer go out for lunch every day?
Maybe. Why not?
All right. I didn't think that hasn't been the business model yet. Didn't know you'd start a new one.
For my current trailer, yes, that goes out because I have locations for dinner. I'm not going to go necessarily seek out another 200 dinner locations, but it's available if something comes up. How many last second opportunities do you see that you can't fill come through on Facebook?
Couple. Yeah.
Someone canceled. I need a truck for this Saturday. Someone canceled. I need a truck for Thursday.
Okay, so you're it's a new business model then. You're only doing lunch in that one.
I didn't say that.
Oh.
I didn't say it has to go out for lunch and dinner every day.
Okay.
It's a
Interesting.
food truck that's going to go serve when we have opportunity to serve, just like my current trailer does. I have opportunities to serve every day, lunch and dinner this year. We were almost off this coming Sunday. We were just going to take the day off because we had a cancellation.
Probably should have.
An opportunity came up. We took it.
Didn't you say it was dead?
No, this coming up Sunday.
Oh, coming up. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Newega. Okay. Thought you were talking
Dead
about
by Newego standards. We still made money.
Okay. Listen. It's you made a statement that didn't make sense, and I'm trying to clarify that statement. Is all.
I'm just confused how it didn't make sense. That's all. When I'm turning things down every day, that leads me to believe that there is room for growth, that we could run another trailer
But your things,
or another opportunity to maybe have a commissary where we can cook more food and deliver food.
sure, I could see that
I said we were going to be forced to expand. You assumed it was a trailer.
because that's all you've been talking about. Talked about it at length, ad nauseum last year.
I'm pretty sure last week, Monday, we talked about me looking at a property.
Correct. You said, but I believe you said that a lot would have to go right for it to work out.
I also remember us talking a couple of months ago about the opportunity that has passed at Wiseman Distillery. I've never had that kind of opportunity off the table, and we've talked about it on air.
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
But you jump to a trailer automatically.
I jumped to what you said. All you said was, I'm turning down stuff every day.
I know.
Which
I said, even if I did a $500 lunch, and you said that doesn't pay for the trailer. And I had never said the word trailer before that.
It doesn't pay rent either. I mean,
Sure it does. I got a building for $1,200 a month. I could probably move in next week.
Well, get after it. It's a lot of work.
What's a lot of work? Parking at a building,
Just a building in general.
and having a smoker at it.
No, that part be easy. Once it's done, it's easy. It's the getting there is.
Nothing needs to be done for me to park two trailers there, or park a trailer there and have a couple smokers there. I don't necessarily need a prep inside the building. I just need property.
Let's get your property then.
Why don't you worry about your cafe first?
I will. I am.
Or maybe hiring a person, for fuck's sake.
We'll get there.
Uh-huh.
I see more with what you could do now that you're not. And it has nothing to do with lunches.
Okay. I know. I could easily double my catering if I had a brick and mortar.
You could double your catering if you had a
No, I
bigger
can't.
smoker.
No, I can't, Skippy, because I can only hold so much fucking hot food. Where do you want me to store hot food?
In your warmer? Just
Okay, when that's full.
rotate. Rotate to Cambros. That's what they're there for.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds efficient.
Are we talking efficient? Or are we talking about making money? We can do both.
Me rotating 20 pans in and out of Cambros is not my idea.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about when
worthwhile.
I'm talking about when you have you fill your warmer full of meat. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you got 18 pans in there
Okay.
to throw meat in, right?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
The fact that you cook in pans take up more room anyway.
You can fit 18 pans in your warming cabinet? 18 rows?
It's a 36. It holds 36. You can fit half
No, I never counted.
if you use half pan too.
Well, I can't fit pork, but I have to put another slot in between.
So you put those
a
in
whole,
there.
A whole pork butt doesn't fit in there. You have to add another slot.
But you can fit three pork butts per full pan, though.
If you're doing them in full pans, but I'm doing them in half pans. You just said half pans. Now you're switching to full pans.
Whatever. However you do it. But yes, I can fit 18 in there.
My warming cabinet's full on a busy roadside day. Full.
Yeah, but that includes your sides, right? I'm just talking about meat. I'm just
Mac and
talking about
cheese. Okay, I still serve. Mac and cheese is
Why are
served
you
at
getting
every
all-
one of our catering jobs.
I understand. Why are you getting all heated? I wasn't done yet.
Okay, continue.
So then you process your meat, chop, slice, whatever you're doing, and put it in each one of your Cambros that's going off to wherever you're delivering food at. Then
How
you do
long does your food stay hot in your Cambro?
4 or 6 hours.
Hot or
Yeah.
warm?
Serving temperature.
So
I keep it. I keep a dot in there all the time.
so from the time you pull the pork butt out,
My original SOPs were with Cambros.
okay. I'm not saying it can't be done. So from you're saying that you will pull a pork butt out of your warming cabinet, shred it,
Mhm.
and then put it directly in the Cambro, and it's good for 6 hours without going back in your.
I don't know if I'd hold it for 6 hours, but I'd hold it for 4. No problem.
Okay, continue. Then what? Then I can finally start making mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Which takes me 2 hours.
Well, that's your problem.
No, it's not. How is it my problem?
Okay, so you get another warmer. Put it in your trailer. You got enough electrical room now.
No, I don't.
Oh, it's got to be rewired.
I have 0 room in my trailer, both physical room and electrical room. How would I have more room now? Because of that, the Predator? That thing's near capacity with everything I'm running in there.
I still don't get it, but
I have an electric steam table. You don't.
I understand. I know what your I had an electric steam table, and I still ran it just fine.
Mine
So-
runs fine too.
Yeah.
I don't know that I can plug in more heating elements and it still be fine.
Possible.
What's possible? That it's not fine?
No, that's not fine. I get it.
I like to flicker when the AC kicks on and off, or when all 3 of them kick on at the same time.
Then you just get a little trailer and put 15 warmers in it. I don't know what to tell you.
No, I was wrong. So tell me how to fix it. You had all
You
these
can
great
get
ideas. Come on, Skippy.
I have the great ideas, and you can definitely execute them.
How about this? How about I grow my business the way I see fit, and you can do the same with yours.
Absolutely. So no more harping on me for not hiring somebody yet.
I wasn't harping on you at all today.
I believe
Not
it
once did I harp on you.
today. Okay. Folks, you can go
I
back
still
through
think
the
you should do
archives,
it. I didn't say I didn't do it last week.
but I don't need to.
Okay.
That's the thing.
That's
It's not
fine.
it's for you.
That's
It's a
fine.
need. For me, it's not a need
I don't need to. I want to.
because you don't want to work the trailer by yourself. You're too busy. Whatever the case may be. I don't know. I'm not
Because
busy
I can
enough.
I can provide a better level of service with 2 people.
Yeah.
You are better than I am, Skippy.
I don't know if that's the case.
I think so.
I think
I
we
can't.
just
I couldn't do it by myself. I wouldn't want to. Every day. I don't know how those that do it. But I am not strong enough to do it.
I
So-
think you are.
Good for you. I am not.
You are.
I wouldn't do it, Skippy. No, I wouldn't do it.
I understand, but it doesn't mean you're not strong enough to do it.
For 200 days a year? No, I'm not. None of it sounds that doesn't even come close to sounding appealing to me. It would make me not do the trailer, is what that would do.
So if Chris quit, you'd be
I replace him. I already have. I have 2 other people.
wow. Chris, if you just understood that, he said you are absolutely replaceable.
Everybody is. If anybody thinks they're not, they're fooling themselves.
I'm just
And it's probably time for them to go as it is.
no. I'm not starting a mutiny on your truck.
No,
Jesus.
I'm not saying Chris shouldn't be on the trailer. He also knows that he's replaceable because has common sense. Which is why he doesn't act like a fool on the truck and do dumb shit just because he thinks he's irreplaceable.
True. I don't think
He
anybody.
came from a certain generation where he doesn't feel entitled to the job.
That's good. That's absolutely good.
And
Sorry.
if there are people that do that and think they are, they can go find themselves another job because I don't need them working for me.
But thankfully, nobody on your current roster thinks that way. Anyway, 6:32.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour and a half. Let's end with where are you for the month? Where are you sales wise?
Oh, I don't know. A lot ish
Good.
for July. 32.
32. And it's now the 22nd. So we have,
I'm sorry, 33.
okay. So you have basically a week and 2 days.
Mhm.
So what's that? Yeah. You work
We'll be at
today.
45.
That's what you're going for.
That's what we'll be at.
That's is that a goal or is that a guarantee?
I'd say it's probably pretty solid.
Hit 50.
That's not happening.
Hit 50.
We will not have enough food on the trailer any of those days for that to happen. Unless we see a very convincing.
You only need 15 grand more.
Unless we see a very convincing trend.
I mean, if you do $2,000 a day, that's 16.
Sure is. Which would still put us short of 50.
You said you're at 34.
33.
Oh, sorry. Whatever. 2,100 a day.
Yeah, I'm not saying 2,000 is not possible. I just, a day, I don't see it with the current trends of roadside. So, and we don't have a lot of private events happening.
Shoot
And
for the stars.
we have, huh?
Shoot for the stars.
I'm not shooting for the stars. I'm just saying it's
Make
not,
it your best July ever
it is going to be the best July ever.
by a long shot.
No, I'm just
July
okay with
after this
Okay
July,
with it
July will
just
be your
being-
favorite month ever.
I'm just okay with it being a better July than last July because we have a couple half days in the last 10 days. So I understand what my schedule is and what we can expect from the locations, which means that we don't
Okay.
have a lot of wasted food anymore.
I hope you sell out every day.
I hope so too. It would be awesome if we did. And that is a possibility. I'm not saying it's not possible for us to sell out every day. I'm saying that we're probably not going to have $2,000 worth of food on the trailer every day. We're not tomorrow. For 100%, we're not going to tomorrow. Because we have a dinner location that I'm not 100% sold on. And maybe it'll surprise me tomorrow. Maybe it won't. I don't know. But we're going to err on the side of not being surprised. And if we sell out of food, we sell out of food.
So how much are you cooking tomorrow? What
We got 3 good sized pork butts that are, I think, 10 pounds each raw, so 30 raw. And then probably about the same in brisket, 30 raw.
So 3 and 2.
If we were to sell everything and it not be super by the pound heavy, it's probably a 1,700.
Still doing rib tips?
Yep.
How many ribs you gonna do tomorrow?
3. Those could be gone at lunch.
How many ribs do you do daily?
3 to 6. Mostly 3 these days because our rib sales are down this year now that we have rib tips.
Mhm.
So we'll sell out of rib tips and not necessarily sell out of ribs.
How'd your mac rib go?
It was delicious both times.
Good for you. On that note, let's wrap up this clam bake.
I have not smoked any pot today.
I don't know what that has anything to do with anything.
You said a clam bake.
Yeah, that's a
You
New
go in a
England thing.
car. You go in a car and you roll.
That's a
up
hot box. That's a hot box.
and a clam bake.
No,
Put it both
clam,
ways.
clam bake is based out of New England. It's
I
actually
understand
clams.
what an actual clam bake is, but there's also other meanings to words. They call them double entendres.
Okay.
Kind of like there's other things that are considered hot boxes that aren't a bunch of people inside of them smoking pot.
All right then.
Yep. All right, Skippy. I hope you continue to recover well. I can't wait to talk to you again next week after all my sellouts.
Mm-hmm.
I
At least we'll have a topic next week, so that's good. I'll have a topic, everybody.
What will your topic be?
The famous Dave's barbecue cook-off.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'm happy that you are going to be out competing.
I have somebody that will come. Sorry, don't mean to get all close and
Extreme close up.
I do have really blue eyes on it.
Oh my god.
I do have somebody coming that will pull my trailer. We're going to compete it together. So I should have. The worst thing about this, by the way, last thing I'll let everybody go. It's hard to sleep with a straight leg. Like to get comfortable. Like it is very hard to sleep. I finally took like 2 sleeping pills last night and got like 6 hours of sleep.
Are you normally curled up in a ball?
I'm a side sleeper for sure. And I've tried to, if I just lay down, the back of my leg, it just starts burning because it can't stretch out or it can't curl. So I have to sleep in my easy chair, but the sleeping pills did help last night.
Well, good.
Anyway, sorry. Hope everybody has a great day.
Have a great week, everybody. Skippy, keep improving your health. I am proud of you, and I'm glad it's going well so far. Keep up the good work, and we'll talk to everybody next week. It should be normal time, 9 o'clock. So I think, yeah, I don't foresee that being different next week. So
Nope.
I know Skippy doesn't have anything going on. So
Nope.
when do you start physical therapy?
I don't know.
You got a couple weeks still.
I believe after week 4.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Hopefully,
All right, everybody.
30 degrees next week. 30 degrees. Pray for 30 degrees next week.
It sounds cold.
And that's what I
All
need. That's what I need in mobility is 30 so I can actually take a shit and it feels okay. Anyway, hope everybody has a great day, guys.
Happy 30 shitty degrees.